Right. Hello again, and let's see. With Box 2, we're moving on with the grammar. Remember, we're in Unit 2, Lesson 4, and well, we talked about any suggestions last time, how you make one and how you reply to them. You can make a suggestion just like this person. Why don't you tell us what you do? Why don't you go shopping? Why don't you play a game? Why don't you see a doctor? Why don't you take a medicine? And I was like, some people would say, why don't you boop off my life or just stop telling me what to do? It just bugs you sometimes because some people do really bug you with their suggestions all the time. And might be a really good methodology to bug somebody off you. So I'm not really implying anything here, but some people do say that they use this kind of way to put people away, though it's not really acceptable or on any level, but that's what happens usually. Anyway, you're really suggesting something to someone, you don't tell them to do it straight away. You don't say, for example, go to school. No, why don't you go to school? So it will make it actually more of a familiar tone of speaking to the person. It makes it like more approachable, something that people would actually like more if you tell them. But if you're just going to tell people like go shopping, go play a game, go do this, go do that, nobody likes commands. Nobody does really accept the idea of just getting a command from anyone, no matter who this person is. So it's more likely you best can say in the form of suggestion, why don't you do this? It's like in a nice tone. Or maybe could you do this? Like it's just other kind of invitation for you to do something. Now, a reply to it, why don't you go shopping, for example? We'll take this example. Well, notice we'll still use the question mark here. You can say either. Uh, that is such a good idea. It's a nice idea. But you can also say like, I'm afraid I can't. Uh, I just have to stay at home. Yeah. So that's a really good way to just put things around and try to make a nice reply without having to tell the person, well, I don't really want to go, but it's like, well, I'm afraid I can, and so on. Some people don't like this idea anyway. It's just to teach you how to work with it. Second box is all about another grammar. It's using verb plus ing is a noun. Well, yeah, I think you must have paused that long ago, but we're just gonna go over it. There are three parts to this box, A, B, and C. A. Remember, a verb plus ing can be a noun. Read these sentences. Electrocution is a noun. You say, electrocution is a great danger in the home. Poisoning is a great danger in the home. Suffocation is a great danger in the home. Falling off ladders is a great danger in the home. Now, note all of these are nouns, the four words, and they're used with the same part of the sentence. Um, all I'm trying to say here is that if you can just notice, there are two different forms here. The shun at the end, the shun part of speech at the end of the word, like in electrocution and suffocation. And then there is the verb plus ing, like poisoning and falling. And they're still both, treated as nouns because there's an ing besides the verb. B. Now read these. There are dangers from kitchen machines, smoking, broken glass, eating too much. Well, notice these four words. There are two types of words again. There's just a noun word, like a mere noun, like kitchen machines. It's like something. And broken glass, it's something too, something you can touch. But you can't just touch smoke. You can't touch something you eat. So it's a verb plus ing. Now, notice again things that you cannot touch, things you cannot measure with numbers are things you can use for a noun as in verb plus ing, like poisoning. You can't just kind of measure how you poison someone, but you can actually find a way to indicate suffocation because it's the usage of a certain bag or something. And then there is a way to know what kind of volts the electrocution wires have been transferring. But falling off ladders is not something you can actually measure, and eating too much is not something you can measure. So in this case, you're using verb plus ing, as you notice. In C, use these words at the beginning or at the end of the sentences. Now let's note here, doing difficult repairs, eating too much, fighting fires, keeping fit, experimenting, playing tennis, learning English, using tools carelessly, putting sharp things in your mouth. Well, they say at the beginning or at the end, and you can see here the same expressions put at the end and at the beginning of a sentence. So let's try to express it in our way. We don't want to use just the same way as a copycat way. Now let's say doing difficult repairs is difficult. No, let's just get like eating too much is is extremely bad. Is considered unhealthy. Then we go as experimenting in the lab should be done with an expert. And if you just want to move on with another one, goes fighting fires is a difficult job. It is fun to there are many benefits to learning English, and you can say putting things, putting sharp things in your mouth, is dangerous. I think you know how to do this. We're not gonna waste time with it, and I think we're done with our time. So thank you, and let's meet out next time. Okay, I'll give you one more, just to give myself release of mind. It is a good there are benefits from keeping fit and playing tennis. Alright, so thank you for watching.